Happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever you're watching this. I'm Leigh, and today we are talking about how to handle a bad body image day while you get unready with me. So, before we get started with anything, make sure that you like this video. Okay, make sure you do that. And then also make sure you hit subscribe if you are not already subscribed to my channel. And also, of course, I'm going to have a table of contents in the description so you can skip forward to anything if you like. And with all that being said, let's get into it. So what is a bad body image day? Well, I'll tell you what it isn't. It isn't necessarily true. Just because you are feeling something or thinking something, that doesn't mean it is a fact. So if you feel like a poopy face butthole, that does not mean you are a poopy face butthole. But a bad body image day is essentially a day where you are just like hyper focused on how you look. Oh my gosh, and I look like a raccoon. Essentially, you're just gonna feel like more anxious and stressed about your body. It is definitely not a sign that anything is wrong with your body. Does anyone else double cleanse or just me? Examples of what a bad body image day could look like are comparing yourself with others, like when you see all those Instagram influencers and you're like, why can't I look like them? When you are super compelled to monitor your body, like if you are checking yourself in the mirror all the time, if you are getting on the scale multiple times a day, if you are getting a measuring tape to your waist. It's a day where you might feel super uncomfortable or awkward in your body. It's like when you try on 50 pairs of pants and just nothing seems to fit right. Or it's a day where you're seeing your body super distorted, like you look in the mirror, you know you aren't like 80 pounds overweight or you didn't gain 80 pounds overnight, but you look in the mirror and you're like, I gained 800 pounds overnight. Like you just see yourself in a way that is just not in a way that you were presenting at all. But negative body image can be caused by myriad things. It can be like childhood trauma, that bully in school, or maybe you even ate that meal that you just really know always makes you bloated, but it's so tasty. But then after you're like, oh my God, why did I do that? I look like poop, blah, 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 blah. Oopsie. But healthy body image is super important because women who have a good relationship with their body are more likely to have positive mental and physical health. Or should I say good mental and physical health? Whoopsie. But actually having a higher body image can give you higher self-esteem, improved mood, and overall greater life. So with that being said, let's go over the 8 tips that you'll need to know of how to handle bad body image today. First of all, you're gonna wanna avoid mirrors. And I'm not just saying the ones that you have in your room. I'm also talking about when you're walking by a car and you're seeing yourself in the door reflection, or when you're walking by a store and you're seeing yourself in the store window. And just every time you see your reflective surface, you feel like compulsed to like look at yourself and check your body out and compare yourself to whatever mental image you have. Let's not do that, because this behavior is actually called body checking. The definition of body checking is the repeated checking of your shape or weight. Okay, my nose is like super itchy. I think I got something stuck in it. It's the nose ring, gets everything caught in it. And actually there is a relationship between body checking and OCD, because the checking reduces the anxiety temporarily, but that really just gives you a quick fix and not a long-term solve. And so that's why too, a lot of people who have eating disorders and body dysmorphia often also have OCD. But like I said, it's just a temporary fix, so you're actually better off not doing it because it's not gonna help you in the long term. Tip number 2, you're gonna wanna eat regular full meals. You might not wanna eat full meals and you might just only wanna eat junk, but that's only gonna lead you to have these cyclical behaviors that keep repeating themselves, because you're gonna be hungry and then you're gonna probably do some eating patterns that you don't wanna do. Like for me, I know that if I don't eat a full meal, I'm probably gonna binge later, and that's definitely what's gonna lead me to have a worse body image day. And another trigger for me too is when I do not have a full pantry and I haven't gone to the grocery store. So in a moment like this, if you don't have enough food, get your butt up and go to the grocery store. Or in a moment like this, sign up for a meal service. That is something that really helps me. Currently, my favorite is Home Chef, because you don't even have to do any of the cooking and all the ingredients are just sent right to you. So you also don't have to have that anxiety of choosing the ingredients in the grocery store and like what kind of leftovers you're gonna have. So just making sure you're having ample food in your house and foods that are gonna help your mind and your body. So of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't get the Doritos or the Cheetos or any of those other junk foods that you love, but you also should be getting those fruits and veggies that you know are gonna satiate you, and you know, get those macronutrients, micronutrients, and mental nutrients. Next, you're going to make sure that you are wearing comfy clothes, and that does not mean ugly clothes. I know that when we're having bad body image days, it can definitely be easy to just put on a frumpy little outfit, kind of like the one that I'm wearing now with an oversized baggy tee and sweatpants. But when I'm having a bad body image day, there's nothing that makes me feel worse than also wearing an ugly outfit. So I want to wear something that's going to make me feel comfy, but also going to feel cute, feel presentable. A lot of times I like wearing leggings and maybe an oversized sweatshirt, but something I know that is comfortable, and it still can be oversized, but I'm never gonna wear both things oversized. Just make sure you're in something that's breathable, easy, and you're not like, oh, this actually makes me feel even worse about myself, the fact that I have to pull this out of my closet. Number 4, you're gonna want to do self-care. So something like doing your skincare routine. But for me, the number one thing that always helps is getting in the shower. It feels like literally a reset button on my day. But anything that's gonna make you feel like you are primping and prepping yourself, like it can even be like sitting reading a book. But if you want to get out of the house, maybe go for a walk, you can literally do your makeup, something that's, again, kind of like I said, wearing a cute and cozy outfit. Doing your makeup, something simple, can make you just feel like a little bit more like yourself, and you're bringing life to your face and your body. You can also even do something like cozy up with a blanket. I know that's something that my therapist literally always recommends. She says it's something about the sensory, like it just makes you feel so much more comfy and at home when you are touching something soft and nice. Okay, speaking of getting out of the house and going for a walk, that is also something else that you can do for self-care, getting out of the house, okay? When I know that I'm having a bad body image day, something that's really difficult is a lot of times I'm also having a bad eating day, and when I am at home, I am right next to the pantry, and that means that I can always just get up and go get snacks even if I'm not hungry. Like, it's just kind of like an impulse habit, and it, like, in a weird way, makes me feel worse about myself, which in the moment feels good. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. But if I get out of the house, it allows me to kind of get out of that spiral that I've set my head in of like being in a bad place, and I'm kind of like, oh, I have to kind of like ignore that and get out of that. So of course I like to do things like I said, like going for a walk, or you can take your self-care to the next level. Sometimes I've also scheduled myself something like a facial. I've tried this place called Healey, which is really nice. If you're in the LA area, you should definitely try it out, but I think they have other locations too. But getting a mani-pedi, or just really like going to the mall, walking around, just anything that will get you out of the house. Okay, side note, if you go to Groupon, you can get some really good deals for out of the house activities, like getting a massage or a pottery class or something like that, and it's a really cheap way for you to get out of your funk. My next tip is to move your body. Now, a really big caveat with this is beware of eating disorders. If you have an eating disorder, this does not mean that you need to start purging with exercise, okay? I'm saying that we just want to get those endorphins going. Okay, this is literally dripping down my face. We just want you to, like I've been saying this whole time, we want to get out of the funk. We want you to get your energy back. So a lot of times I will just go to the gym and maybe walk on the treadmill at like the slowest pace possible, just so I can like get up and go, or I'm like trying to do like a light upper body day, because that's something that always just brings me joy and happiness. But also, like, I've been trying new workout classes like aerial fitness, and that's just something that like I take it's kind of like in the air yoga, and it just feels something that's like really calming and brings me back to center with myself. But overall, yoga is a really great activity if you are feeling like some type of way with your body. It actually is scientifically proven to lower your anxiety and stress levels. I know that's kind of crazy, really weird. The first time I heard it, I was like, how is that like literally scientifically proven? But it releases all these chemicals in your body. Okay, I'm gonna have to read a list because I don't remember them all. But dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. So TLDR, try a meditative movement like yoga and something that like is less impactful, and it will really do wonders for your mind and body. Tip number 7, call a friend. I purposely put this tip at the bottom of the list because I don't think that this should ever be your first call to action. And that is because, at least in my experience, when I call friends first before doing any of the other 6 tips beforehand, I often just trauma dump on them and kind of wait for them to take all of the pain away from me and to kind of like do all of that body image fixing for me, which is not their job. Their job is to take on part of your burden and to help you through this journey. Because guess what? No matter what they say, it's not going to change how you feel. Only you can do that. I know too, a lot of times when I would have bad body image days and tell friends like, oh my gosh, I feel like shiitake, especially if your friends don't know how to deal with it, a lot of them are gonna just be like, oh my god, no, you like look great, blah, blah, blah. That's literally not gonna change how you feel. If anything, you're gonna be like, oh my god, are they lying to me? Oh my god, like, I don't know if I can trust them. Oh my god, like, is that real? Like, you're just gonna be like self-doubting the whole time, and it's just not worth it. Friends can help ground you and help you work through it, but they can't do all of the work for you. Okay, BRB, I have to wash my hands. I did literally do fake body tan, my like full body tan before this. And so my hands are probably already gonna be orange, but when I do my little tanning drops, I always like to wash my hands after. Okay, and tip number 8 is accept it, okay? Not every day is going to be your best day, and that is okay. Accepting the fact that we all have not the best, most perfect body image days every single day is totally okay and gonna be a great way to help you get through it. Know that when you go to bed and you wake up the next morning, you're gonna have a whole new outlook. Of course, maybe that next day is not going to be the day that you had before it, but it's gonna be a new one, and you're going to have tackled the day prior and know how that went to even help you get through this one. That's one thing that always helps me when I'm having like not my best day. Like, I just know that tomorrow's gonna be a new day, and no matter what comes my way, like, I'm always gonna be able to get up the next morning and just take it on head first. Or head on. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, but also comment down below one thing that you're going to try next time you have a bad body image day. I would love to hear if this was a helpful video for you. And then also, if you don't already follow me on Instagram and TikTok, make sure you do that at Leigh and Healey. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, and I love you so much. Mwah.
Falling to pieces in my room.